I will go and get some food far from the fridge, so that you can know what food is good to get. Food. Hey guys, welcome to the 5th episode of Food. I'm going to spend this first little bit telling you guys where I got the idea, how it got started. First, I want to thank my mom again, because I've been listening to The Odyssey for an English class I'm taking. I watched the movie and enjoyed it, but I also have to read one of the books or listen to it, which is what I'm doing. And I was thinking that it wasn't going to be as interesting as the movie, which actually is turning out. The book is quite good, actually. But it still kind of made me get distracted. So I struck a deal with my mom that I'll listen to The Odyssey while walking somewhere. Walking will keep me busy doing something. And then when I get there, I can get a little bit to eat. Then I'll walk back home, listen to more Odyssey. So, I have heard a thing for the first several episodes of this show. And I got the idea back around when I did the first episode of Cooking with a Flair for the Bizarre. And, I just wanted to do a show like this. So, this is what I'm doing, and it's turned into food. And let's see. So I didn't know what I was going to call the show when I started, but I was kind of thinking of names and stuff. And then it was in the third episode that I came up with the name Food. And I announced it in the 4th episode once I finally thought about it after recording the 3rd episode and thinking about it. Great. And just yesterday I came up with the theme. I thought about using Cooking with a Flair for the Bizarre theme because I have 2 different instrumental versions of it. And so I thought about using the one that I don't use for my cooking show, but that didn't seem so good because they're the same and kind of seem the same. But yesterday I was just playing around on the piano and I came up with the theme. So that's the theme that you guys have been hearing for the past several episodes. And really quickly on the cooking show, I had that idea for a long time. In fact, in the first episode I did a recipe called tuna noodle casserole. And I actually did a cooking show episode, not Cooking with Flair for Bizarre, but a different cooking show episode on that recipe a long time ago, which sometime I'm going to upload just as a special. So, I've had the cooking show idea for a long time, and I've also had the food idea for a while too, but not as long as the cooking show. So, yeah, that is how it really got started, and we'll go dive right in. Hey guys, I'm here at Rancheritos today, also known as Beto's way up north. They have one location up there called Beto's, but they changed the name down here probably because of some of the bad reviews. Back when they were Beto's, I looked online and no bad reviews. I'm eating outside, as you guys can see. I decided to, kind of small in there, but I also got more food this time than usual because our power's out, so I was also getting something from my parents as well. But what I got for myself here is 2 crisp bean burritos, yummy, a side of rice, a side of beans, and then of course some condiments here. This is cilantro and onions. I got some of that. I got some guacamole salsa, and then the green salsa and the hot salsa. I'm going to try just a little bit of these for review, but I'll save these in case my parents want them. So, but if I do eat them all, I'll go back and get more. So, yeah, really quickly, I'm telling this to you guys so that hopefully I'll remember next time, but, this was at least a year ago. I was at Savers and I saw for $2 2 little tabletop tripods, and so I called Mom up and we got them, one for me, one for her. And I'm saying this so that I'll remember to bring it next time, because it will be extremely useful for this sort of a thing. For now, I guess I can put it on top of the salsa. So, let's see here. It's good and crisp. They got cheese on top, which, let's try cheese all by itself. It's good. I taste that little bit of cheesy flavor. Yeah, now it's coming on. Now I taste that one little cheesy flavor that I really don't like all by itself. There's just something about cheese that that's what it tastes. Has one specific flavor in it that comes out strong that I don't really like unless it's with something else or it's the right kind of cheese, like mozzarella. Wow, that's good. I mostly tasted the outer shell, so I'll go ahead and take another bite and really tell you. This was on their special thing, and I think their specials was like a limited time thing is what it looked like, but it could have just been the on sale or whatever, because it was about $3.29 for this platter here. That is good. The other thing too that I need to announce is that I've started on my Google site. There's a link in the description to a page where you can go and find a list of all the things that I bought, where I bought them, the episode number and a link to it, and then you'll also find, and then you can find whether it was worth it or not. I'm not listing prices there because prices can change with the economy and stuff. So when I say it in the episode, I'll continue doing that probably, but I'm not going to list the prices on that table there. But you can also sort by things too, because on each of the columns at the top, you'll see a sort button by ascending or descending. So, for instance, if you pick episode number and click ascending, then you will see everything in order of the episode. But if you click on the store or place category ascending, it will alphabetize all the store and restaurant names, and so on and so forth. And it's really great. Also, because I might use slightly different wording for whether it was worth it or not, I've labeled them 1, 2, and 3. Number 1 is always going to be the best. Number 2 is noisy motorcycle. Number 2 is it was okay, and number 3 is very terrible buy. So this is definitely a number 1 right here. Definitely worth it. Let's get in and try some of this other stuff with it too. So, cut off another little, get myself another little piece here to try. Go for guacamole salsa. Now, I want to say that the first time that I had this guacamole salsa, it was I was having a shredded having a shredded beef burrito, and you know, it was so the beef burrito was kind of interesting, kind of a bitter tasting beef, unexpected. But this right here, this had a very distinct bitter taste. Tasted kind of like mold. So, and I don't think it was going bad. I think maybe it was just how they mixed it that time or something. It could have been, because this time it hasn't tasted like that. I did try some when I got it, but let's dip in here and okay. It has a very, very runny avocado in there. So there is kind of that avocado taste to it, very mild. It's very runny. It's a salsa, and it's got a spice to it at the end too. And then it's actually good this time, you know. So let's move on. Close up my try the rice here, and then I will try the other salsas too. Let's see. That's good. Not sure what they do to it, but my taste buds are telling me like a chili and a little bit of tomato, but a very mild chili, need I mind you, not something spicy, you know, just a little bit of a mild chili, and there's kind of got a sweet taste to it. The rice is good. With so much stuff to try here, I'm left hungry. And then the beans will be the same as what they were in the burrito. So let's try this. Got a little bit of cheese on top here. Good. Just like they should be. And as you can see, the cheese all went with that one. Oh, that's good. Go ahead and get some beans here. Put some cilantro on it. And then see if I can cram some onion onto this little bite here and try it this way too. Onions are good and fresh. The cilantro is good, cilantro is one of those things that is Mexican and you kind of have to like it. You can kind of have a little bit of a bitter taste. But that is good. Now we'll go ahead and try some of the other salsas here. I was sitting on top of the red sauce here, so we'll go ahead and try that, and then I will go ahead, eat some, replenish myself, and walk home and have with my parents. Oh. It's good. Now it's getting spicy. Excuse me, a little bit hot there. That's good. Try some of this green salsa, the hot stuff. Yep, that's the hot salsa. I like hot sometimes, but not as much as I used to. Cool down the heat a bit. Now, I used to make death salsa, which wasn't really death salsa, because all I had was jalapenos. That's the hottest thing I had back then, that we got. But I had that, and onions, and garlic, and cayenne pepper, and chili powder, and pepper, and a little bit of parsley, and some tomatoes, and I'd stick it all in the blender and blend it up. Oh boy, hot. And then we used to have two cute little chihuahuas, and I gave some of the salsa to one of them. Her name was Isabella. And it proves that dogs eat before they find out what it is. Because I put it on my finger and she went... trying to get all the heat off of her tongue. And so, but yeah. So, that's what I got today at Beto's. Crisp bean burritos are good. Bean and cheese is good. Side of rice is good. All this stuff here is good. Definitely worth it. Okay, and I call them Beto's, sorry, Rancheritos. It's because I'm used to Beto's, because that's where I had them first. So this is definitely a worth it buy, guys. These are like $1.29. You got another $1.29. Of course, these are free with it. And then bean and cheese burrito for my mom is like $2 or whatever. And they have like a nice platter I got. Let me show you the platter quickly, and then I will be on my way. And then for my dad, he got like a really nice, as you can see in their platter, chimichanga with chicken and comes with beans and rice and all this good stuff. So this restaurant, it's more expensive than places like, say, Taco Bell right across the street, but worth it. It's really way better than Taco Bell. It definitely good. Now I'll take one more bite of the beans here. And I love how the beans have, it's almost like an oily flavor to it, which at home I use olive oil for, but I've heard like they use, one of my friends said that he was eating some Mexican restaurant, not in Utah, I forget where he was, but it tasted kind of like a donut, and the beans, and it's because they used, I think it was like lard or something in there. So, but that, I love it. This is a definite buy. So yeah, thanks for watching this episode of Food. I will see you guys next time.